There is a mystical heart within all of us that can do the heavy lifting, can carry the burdens, can do the forgiveness work. Like that's our spiritual heart.
The peace that passes human understanding.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what got turned on.
You're listening to the Spiritual Shitshow podcast with Suzanne Sole, episode 55.
Hello, oh sparkling ones, and welcome to the Spiritual Shitshow podcast, where we get into the wild ride the healing and spiritual awakening journey can be. I'm your host, Suzanne Sole, comedian, lifelong spiritual student, and I'm sharing some of the helpful hints I've learned along my journey that have helped me and that I hope help you too. In this episode, we continue with part 2 of my conversation with friend, minister, author, and teacher, Mark Anthony Lord. If you haven't checked out part 1, do it, babe. Mark holds a Master of Divinity, is a New Thought minister, leader, author, and teacher, and has spent over 2 decades helping people heal from shame, reclaim their innate worth, and awaken to their spiritual truth. And he has been a big part of my own spiritual journey, guiding me, challenging me, and helping me come back to myself more times than I can count. Mark is one of those teachers who shows up with deep spiritual wisdom that cuts through the noise. And I'm so grateful to share his story and his teachings with all y'all. In part 2, we continue our conversation and go deeper into Mark's personal journey. We talk about forgiveness, healing, spiritual identity, and what it actually means to grow and evolve while still being your amazing, messy self. So whether you're holding on to old wounds, struggling to let something go, or just curious about how forgiveness actually works in real life, this one's for you. So let's dive in. Here's part 2 of my conversation with Rev. Mark Anthony Lord. Let's roll it, hot stuff.
We're never going to find God through feeling bad enough or being guilty enough or flogging ourselves enough. It just doesn't work.
It's so wild. Like, there's such a part of society.
It's ingrained to the DNA.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like, when you get to like real spiritual awakening, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Yes.
It's everything.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
That's crazy.
It's
yeah, it is. It's then I go try to talk about it. I'm like, oh, dumb me down.
Yeah. Yeah. And so what's I know you're always evolving in your ministry. So what's happening for you right now? What are you feeling moved to teach and to share?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Uh-huh.
So I am doing a beta. I'm really passionate about this program.
Mm-hmm.
It's called 75 God. And it is a 75-day process, just 10 weeks of devotion and putting God first, morning, noon, and night. And I use the chakras because each chakra, there's 7 of them that I use. There's more for some, but I use the key 7. And each week we go in and like you use it to release the lies and the seeking in the world and re-anchor and establish the truth of your divinity one at a time so that when all of them are aligned in this truth of being, you are what the Course in Miracles calls you, heaven. It's not that there is a heaven. It's not that heaven is at hand. It's not that it's closer there, but you are heaven.
Yeah. And what's the 75 number?
75 days.
I know, but 75 days, I don't know. Is it biblical?
No.
Oh. What is 75? That you're doing it for 75 days.
You do the program.
Oh, okay. I was like, is there like a special reason why it was 75?
Glad you asked.
Yeah.
Not at all. Except that I did the 75 hard workout program.
Oh.
That's like huge for those who know it. And it was a couple years ago, did it with my family.
Yes.
75 days. And the guy's like, all you do is commit to your food and to your workout and to your, he had this program.
Yes.
And you check him for 75 days.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that workout thing in the world and culture is big now.
Yes.
So I'm just going to kind of.
I love it.
75 God. 75 days.
Yeah. Was it the idea that it will just kind of really get anchored in you?
Exactly.
If you do it that long.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's to really, there's 2 purposes within it. One is the healing and the release of all of the external seeking.
Yes.
It's really based on the Bible passage, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added.
Yes.
The world is flipped over. The world says, get things, get things, get things,
Yeah.
and then get God.
Yes.
And that's why it's broken.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really a healing journey of all the things that I'm about. Heal your personal relationship with God.
Yes.
There's a journaling process where you journal back and forth with God. I took all my little tools,
yes,
including the fire the God in the beginning of the journey, and I'm
Yes.
just helping people. And it's not a lot, but it is probably about 45 minutes a day of meditation,
Yeah.
morning, noon, and night. And then just practice.
Yeah.
Practice anything you walk into. God, what do I do now? What do I say now? Practice. And when I mean God, I don't mean another self. I mean the God self.
Yes.
That which you are, the
Yes.
highest vibration of being.
Right.
Let that lead.
Yes.
What might that say?
Yes.
What might that choose? Because that doesn't have your history.
Right.
It doesn't have my story that it's filtering through.
Right.
So when you speak from that, it's pure.
And what does it feel like when your divine God self is leading or speaking? Is there like a feeling that you can know that that is what's occurring, or is it just some feeling that comes up and then you just know that that's what it is? Or
I bet it's probably different for each person.
oh, okay, that's a good, yeah,
You know, because I'm like thinking, like, for me, because I'm more of a head type.
yeah,
You know, it's not intellectual, but it's very conversational.
right,
Like I hear,
right,
like I'll literally hear say this,
yes,
where someone else more just like might feel,
right,
you know, they just have this feeling thing that's
Yeah.
very overwhelming to them and clear.
right,
But mine is in direct, like say this, or my hardest one, which I'm still working on, is don't say anything.
yeah. So
Really?
yeah. So what's that about? What's that being like a something you're working, like a practice you're having for?
Well, I feel like I'm supposed to say less.
Okay.
I'm not, because when we start to speak, we're activated, and
Right.
and then we move into reacting.
Right.
But when we don't say anything, we just hold space. Then we let it unfold.
Yeah.
We let it. We do life like this.
It sounds like having like whatever's happening is enough, and not
Yeah.
feeling you have to.
Well, and it's very, you know, we've talked about this before. I think Byron Katie, you know what a geek I am for her.
Yes.
You know, her whole thing is like, nothing to fix, leave it alone.
Yeah.
Let it be.
Oh
let
man,
it be.
isn't
Let
that
it
so
be.
hard?
It is so hard.
Yeah.
Because I really think I know how it should be.
Yes, 100%.
And
Yeah.
I'm still looking for people that will just trust me.
That's
and
right.
follow
Just
me.
do it my way.
Do it my way.
Isn't that incredible? And yet it's like we know that to be in the divine flow is like when it's all happening for us.
Right.
And
But let's go back to this Maya idea.
Mhm.
If it's a dream and if it's an illusion and if you're really not here, what is there to fix and change?
Right.
It's really, that's the highest thing, is like,
Right.
don't dip your hands into it, because if you do, you're going to reactivate it in you. You're going to increase your karma.
Right.
So, you know, like if I may reference Jesus
Yeah,
for a minute,
of course.
he walked through the world not creating more karma.
Right.
He, you know, even when they're yelling, crucify him,
Yeah.
he was like,
Yeah. All right,
cool,
man.
I'm not going to attack you back.
Yeah.
Don't fight back.
Right.
Let it be.
Yeah.
It's a crazy place where you just let it be.
Yeah. Kind of like trusting life.
And it's scary because you feel the fear of losing.
Yes.
You
Control.
feel that losing someone, you know what I mean? Like, if I let this be, if I really, you know, I'm used to controlling people to stay in my life.
Yes. Listen, I get it. You know, we all have that. Where
Yeah.
we're people pleasing to make sure someone doesn't
That's
leave
it.
us.
And when it says don't people please, that's an
Yes.
example. Yeah, don't. That's what it says. Don't speak. It means don't people please
Yes.
right now.
Right.
Don't lie to make someone stay.
Right. Right.
Let it be. And you,
Yeah.
I mean, I tremble inside
Yes.
to this day. It's like a real raw
Yeah.
fear, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
You know, I so weird. I'm kind of in that same practice right now where I'm like, if people love you, they will accept you for who you are.
Yeah.
And if you have to work for it, then what is it?
yeah, but it hits all of your
It hits all your stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember one of my favorite memories of you is when we were living together and you were, and this is a terrible way to say my favorite because it's when you were quitting smoking.
Oh my gosh.
And you would like, there was one time you were like rocking on the couch hitting your patch.
My nicotine patch.
You were hitting the patch.
Yes.
Like it was so, I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
At emotional levels, that like withdrawal from a pattern.
Wow. Yeah, that's a strong pattern then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know how hard that is in the moment.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I think from what you shared about when you were younger, it sounds like it was like all part and parcel of the show.
Well, I had to manipulate and pretend in order to survive.
Right.
So that's where it like, you know what I mean? When it goes to survival, God bless us all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Because in some places it is really challenging, especially, I'm sure have my own unconsciousness in a lot of places, but in dealing with people in our lives that are really just like, I'm not interested.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's a challenge.
Yeah, it is. And I think that's for me, and I think for you too, our spiritual path is really psychological and emotional.
Yeah.
And it is deep childhood healing.
Yes.
Like it's, we didn't learn that in the Catholic Church.
No. They were like, honor your mother and your father.
Yeah.
No matter, how much unhealed trauma they have.
Yeah.
That they're passing on to you.
Yeah. It is the spiritual path that to me is a healing path.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
And I had you on a little bit ago talking about forgiveness.
Yes.
And I know that was a healing path for you as well.
Yes. Yes. And it continues.
Yeah.
It continues.
So,
it is my daily practice.
Yeah. And it became a very strong practice to allow you, it seems, to really dig into your real healing.
Yeah. Well, I had the miracle. Did I tell the story of the sexual abuse healing?
No.
Oh, I didn't?
Mm-mm.
Do you want me to tell that real quick?
Sure.
As we know, I was sexually abused at around 6 years old. This was haunting me in my 20s. We were in LA now, and it would haunt me. It would come up like apocalyptic images when you're out to dinner with friends. It would come up when I was having sex, just these triggers, it was just like this horrible suffering of just like, ugh, kind of stuff. And I was praying and I was doing therapy and doing everything I can. And I was working with a spiritual practitioner from Agape and I did a session with her and we talked about forgiveness. And she said, let's put this in the prayer that this be forgiven.
Wow.
Well, that very weekend, I was flown to Chicago to choreograph a show. The show was about sexual abuse, which I didn't realize. So I'm all triggered here. I get on the plane Sunday evening to go back to LA. On the plane, sitting in the bulkhead window seat, put my sunglasses on, turn my head away. Tears are coming down. I'm like, God, please let this be forgiven. Let this be forgiven. Yeah. In a moment, I am like I'm lifted out of the story. I'm seeing the trauma in my head. The sexual abuse is repeating.
Yes.
It's literally
like
trauma.
The loop of trauma.
The loop of trauma.
Yes.
It's just like in there and I can't break free. I would literally I felt God pull me out and say, see this as I see this. And the whole overlay of abuse melted away like candle wax. And all that was there was light dancing with light. He was light. It was light dancing with light. And that's so weird, but that's what I was shown. And I was told, in back of all of this suffering and pain is simply light dancing with light. That's what's real.
Wow.
And then that whole story was like balled up, thrown out into the sky. It was some fireworks thing that blew up. I'm seeing the whole thing. And I was told, this will never harm you again.
Oh my gosh.
It's done.
And?
To this day.
Wow.
And I was even told, you won't even think about this unless you're referencing it for healing purposes. I was given very clear direction.
Yes.
This will only come back when you're meant to talk about it for healing purposes, like now.
Yes.
But I don't feel it. I have nothing against that man except deep compassion.
Right.
Deep compassion.
Wow.
And I know what is true. So when forgiveness takes you to showing you what is real and what is not real, it's a game changer.
Yeah.
So
you've said something before that's really stuck with me as well when I was having challenges forgiving. And it was like, you don't do forgiveness. Forgiveness does you.
Yep.
And if to remember correctly, what I think I understood from that was you just have to be open yourself up to forgiveness and be willing to forgive.
Yes, exactly. You have to be open to, you have to call upon it. You have to ask. At least that's my experience.
Yeah.
You have to invite it.
Yeah.
You invite it because we're stuck in our stories, and the part of us just wants something to come and save us and break it open. And sometimes that happens, Eckhart Tolle was one of the ones that got to just,
Sudden.
But most of us are showing up to the classroom every single day.
Yeah.
But it's adding up.
Yes.
It's adding up more than we know.
100%.
More, that feels really important right now, like more than we know.
Yeah. Every step we take, every time we show up to heal, something heals.
Yeah.
Whether it be huge or small.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, that was a very profound experience that showed me, and then some other things along the way that have just really showed me how important this is. And back to Course in Miracles, that's the bell they ring. Like if you're going to do one spiritual practice, forgive.
Yeah.
Forgive.
It sounds like that event was like so triggering to you.
Oh yeah.
That it kind of set the stage for you to be like that out of your mind about it.
Yeah.
That allowed something so intense to come through you because you were like in a state of mind that was just so
probably
whew.
Some crack or something.
Yes,
It was so much pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think that everything happens for us.
Yes.
Even the worst ones and the most painful ones. And sometimes we can't think about that in the moment. Sometimes we can. Yeah. But, when we take the practice, and I have worked on the practice of not trying to force other people or anyone or anything to be different than they are and to manage what's happening here.
Yep.
And it has been excruciating.
It is excruciating.
But it has grown me more than anything I have ever done.
Yeah.
And that's what it sounds like that where you're at, and especially with the forgiveness, is it's about you opening up your heart again.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Totally. And I think it's in my 75 God class program. It's the heart chakra.
The heart chakra.
This is where forgiveness happens.
Yes.
This is but it's not the human heart. I had another mystical, I've had so many mystical experiences where I did breath work with our friend Marianne Jaime.
Yes.
She did a breath work session for me.
Amazing.
And during that session, I catapulted. I was just shot into a completely otherworldly experience where I met Jesus in this stream.
Yes.
And he welcomed me into the stream, and he reached into my chest. He pulled out my human heart, and he said, "This is not the heart that heals. Whoa. You've been using the wrong heart to carry burdens."
Wow.
And he rinsed it off in the water.
let me rinse this off.
Let me clean this off for you. Put it back in, and then he reached into his own chest and pulled out the Christ heart.
Mm.
And it was like a little Valentine. I mean, it was, I'm still a gay man, so I had a little fabulous pink heart.
It was twinkly and sparkly. Bedazzled.
And he reached into me and he put it into the back of me, like against the back rib cage, and it felt like it plugged in. It was plugged in and turned on.
Yeah.
And it was like, this is the heart that we use. This is the heart that heals. This is the sacred heart, the Christ heart, the one heart, whatever name you give it. There is a mystical heart within all of us that can do the heavy lifting, can carry the burdens, can do the forgiveness work. Like that's our spiritual heart.
The peace that passes human understanding.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what got turned on.
That is an incredible vision.
It is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, and I've got 20 more of those.
And I think it's because you're open to it.
Yeah.
And you're seeing and open to seeing and wanting to see on that level.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's intentional.
Yeah. It's taken me a long time to get comfortable with really powerful psychic abilities.
And how do those occur for you? What is that experience?
Now I'm mostly using them they were always used when I was speaking and teaching.
Yes. I can agree to that.
Something.
I have listened to you talk.
I would have people say to me after my talks. About 5 minutes in, I saw the click.
Yeah.
You know?
You just start channeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. The flow.
Yeah.
The
So
divine
that's
flow. Yes.
mostly where it happened in the beginning. But now I really am focused, and I love doing more of the one-on-one sessions because I just pray the session in and I can just see. It's like laser focus, and I see stories, and I see images, and I trust every image that comes to me. And I usually start with reading through the chakras as the template for the session. And like the root chakras, womb to 5 or 6 years old. And I will see all kinds of, when I see, and now the images, I'm beginning to understand them because I have no training whatsoever. Yeah. If I see a young girl riding a bike on a summer day, it's a happier childhood. She's got some, if I see a young boy go into a bedroom, slam the door and hide on the bed, there's probably sexual abuse in the house. Or there's physical, images show up, or I'll get images of the parents screaming and and I write them down.
So they're like more about their upbringing.
It points to their formative years.
Right. Their wounds that they're carrying. Their wounds.
Yes. Sometimes the imagery is specific. Sometimes the imagery is just what my mind uses to point out there's abuse here. Yeah. There's this here. And it's very, very often, the mom-dad stuff. Yeah. What was happening there? Yeah. So that's how, and we move up. We move to the second chakra, which is the sexual power and the shame.
Yeah, I know that you are very insightful before you even got to this point, because when you used to counsel me, I remember you were so in tune with that. I had all these wild and crazy child parts that were like, you're like, they are all over the room. There's one dancing, there's one singing, there's one screaming, there's one.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, I do, of course, because it's me. But I was like, how does he know that?
I think it was overwhelming.
You didn't whisper that.
Suzanne was my training ground.
Listen, I'm giving you a lot to work with.
Thank you.
You're welcome. No, but you really did help me so much, because
I could just see it, and I didn't know, because again, blue collar Detroit, everyone's disempowered, everyone's addicts and crazy. Like I didn't know how to cultivate this gift, and I didn't know how to say yes to it.
Right.
It's still, I don't know why, it's embarrassing.
Embarrassing to have, or that you
to
didn't?
Say that I do this for people to know, especially people from my past.
Right.
I'm like, I just have this
listen,
I'm very sensitive for some reason around that.
Maybe you're moving through something that's bringing sensitivity to you.
Yeah.
I honestly am feeling more intuitive myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where, I am just kind of picking stuff up, and I'm learning to decipher it and discern what it means, because it's kind of like in the ethers.
Yeah.
And I am also like allowing myself to be directed by my higher power, in that, like, I don't hear say this, do this. I just get the idea, and I know I need to do it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Write this down.
Yeah.
I don't hear write this down. I just see myself what I'm supposed to write down.
Yeah. So yours isn't as audible as mine.
Mine is not audible. Mine is like a spark of an idea, and I see it, and then I got to go do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you for saying. That is what does happen.
Yeah,
on the spiritual path, our psychic gifts.
Yes.
Meaning our ability to access spiritual realms. That's really what we're talking about.
Yes. And I mean, how would you not experience that, being so open and willing to the spiritual realm, to the 3D, to the 5D, to the 5D. And, we know there's just so much happening beyond what we see with our eyes. Yeah. And, even beyond what our senses, but, then that's hard to quantify.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that I think there's a wave of us, of which we are both, wounded healers.
Yes.
We came in, and I really believe it's this way. We came in and we said yes to really taking on a wound and walking through it that it be healed.
Yes.
Correct. When it's healed and when it's healed for all.
Yes.
And so we are now stepping into our greater appointment from doing the work.
Yeah.
So
what do you feel is, and I know it's always evolving because we're not like concrete slabs. What currently is the message that you're feeling really moved to share in your ministry and with people?
What I feel really passionate about is The waves of the world right now, the big drama, not that they're not big, not that, I mean, there's systems collapsing. There's so much insanity out there, but people are getting swooped up into it. They're getting all upset. They're adding to the upset. And what they don't realize is, oh, nothing I can do. What can I do? Well, what you can do is forgive your neighbor. What you can do is decide to stop hating your sister. What you can do is in your own backyard, do your fucking work.
Yeah.
Because they disconnect the dots. They don't realize that, oh, go march with a sign, do all that stuff.
Yes.
But while you're sitting around dinner tables with people that have more than enough, which I've done more than I want to say, one of the places I live, I'm bored.
Yes.
With them just talking about how horrible the world is. I'm like, really, pass the shrimp. Tell me how bad that is for you. Like, and I'm not belittling their empathy.
Yeah.
But when it comes to going, well, why don't you just then stop judging? Why don't you just spend some of your time forgiving and doing the work here and realizing that is the way the world is saved? People do not realize the world is saved one mind, one being at a time.
And it's like, I love that, because what it says to me is what I truly have control over.
Yeah.
Is what I'm putting out, or how I'm seeing it. And like, all I kept hearing while you were saying was, pluck the beam, babe.
Pluck the bean.
The beam.
Oh, beam.
Pluck the beam. Pluck the beans.
Yeah. And what I'm hearing is, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and the courage to change the things I can.
Yeah.
I cannot change what's happening in the world and Washington right now.
Right.
What can I change?
Yes.
That's enough.
Right.
That's more than enough.
That's so huge. I mean, that is the piece.
But people don't want to do that.
Yeah.
They'd rather be out there in the big waves being thrown around.
Right. And I like what you're saying, like, show up, vote, share your voice. And, I think it's so interesting. I think you've said this before, is like, it does feel like we're kind of moving into a new dimension, or a level, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And we are being challenged.
Yeah. Well, we're moving from the industrial age to the information age. That's very simple. We all understand that language.
Right.
But the constructs of the industrial age have hung over the education system, the religious system, the work system, the money system, the medical system, or the food system.
Yes.
All of these are industrial age.
Yes.
They don't work.
Right.
They weren't,
First and foremost, about the fact that why doesn't everybody have plenty to eat? Number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why is non-food being called food?
Right, exactly. And I'm always scrolling. I'm obsessed with TikTok. Yeah. And, all the people who are in Europe and are like, I lost 10 pounds and I'm eating like a loaf of bread a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
We got caught in capitalism and greed. Like nobody's business.
So these things must come down.
Yeah.
For the new world to be built.
Right.
And they're going to fight for their life.
Right. Which is what's happening. As well as the masculine and feminine is, it feels like it's trying to get balanced.
Yes.
And that there's those, some masculine who are like, no.
Yeah.
And I think they're fighting for their lives as well.
It's why we have politicians who are 90.
Right. I know.
Like, really?
That one gentleman, he was like, what? I mean, what is he doing there?
Go.
Yeah, it's time to retire,
We're right there.
Yeah.
We're right there for them. They can't hold on for much.
Yeah, right.
But
I believe that.
We're in a big change.
I do feel like that.
And our spiritual, plus AI coming in and not knowing what is true or not true. If you're not listening here, you will continually be tossed.
Swept.
And swept and thrown all around.
Yeah.
So that's why I think what you're doing and what we do is vitally important.
Yeah. And I love this message. I think it's really important. I think that people feel frustrated and they want to control because that's what we do and we feel afraid.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's it.
Yeah, it is.
I'm so grateful that I know you. And you are just such an incredible teacher.
Oh, thank you.
And your insight and and more than anything, what I think gets me in my heart is your continue to show up and to be a place where the divine can be expressed and share what you know and what you experience in the name of that. And we need that so much.
Thank you.
Mark Anthony Lord, I adore you. You're incredible.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
We are forever loves.
Forever loves.
Forever.
And thank you so much for being on the shit show. Love you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You too, baby.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Yay!
Y'all, that is a wrap on my conversation with the amazing Mark Anthony Lord. What a gift to be able to share his story and his teachings with you. I hope it enlightened you as much as it did me. If you want to check out Mark's work, take one of his courses, buy a book, book a session, go to markanthonylord.me. Anyway, as always, this has been the Spiritual Shitshow podcast. My name is Suzanne Sole. I love you so dang much. I can't stand it. And I will see you on the next one. Roll it, you sexy motherfucker.